Hello and welcome to Quora Queries. I'm Q, and I will be taking you through today's Q&A. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment if you want more questions like this. Now, let's get into this. My marriage is about to be ruined due to constantly feeling like my husband has someone else when I know he doesn't. But once it's in my head, it stays there and gets worse, and we're about to divorce. What should I do? Sounds like your mind is working overtime as a detective. Too bad the case is all in your head. Maybe it's time to give the detective work a break and just trust the husband? Time for the community to chime in. Reply 1. I was once the husband in this situation, technically not divorced yet. I didn't understand how she could think such things about me. I didn't even know how to react to her accusations. Her need to find out became an obsession for her to the point she was hiding recording devices all over the house, constantly watching playback of our home security system, putting tracking apps on my phone. My suggestion is seek marriage counseling immediately. That was my biggest mistake. I thought I could prove my faithfulness by doing more to show that I loved her, but the more I tried, the more her suspicions grew, and the angrier I became from it. The situation became so toxic that it affected me in such a way that at times I became someone I am not very proud of. We are going through a divorce, and the damage done to our relationship is beyond repair. Look into Othello syndrome. Just because you believe he is cheating doesn't mean he is. Everything in the dark eventually comes to the light. If he is cheating, it will come to light eventually. If you make it an obsession to find proof, it will be the end of your relationship. Good luck. Reply 2. Check out the book called Insecure in Love. You are creating a self-fulfilling prophecy because you don't believe you deserve to be loved. You're likely fundamentally insecure, and this causes massive anxiety. And as long as you can focus on your husband's alleged affairs, you don't have to worry about your own life. Trust me, I get it. If you're anxiously attached and insecure, you're going to create false beliefs because it keeps you feeling safe in a crazy way because you can predict the outcome. You know he's going to leave if you keep distrusting him, but really, you're distrusting yourself. You don't trust that you should be loved or can be loved. You don't trust your own boundaries or ability to know what's right for you. You don't trust the world, and you're taking it out on him, and you're going to suffer if he does leave you. You can control your thoughts, but first you must decide that you're done with it. Until you're ready to stop, you won't stop. Then, when the negative thought pops in, you literally tell it a no and just don't entertain it. Keep doing that over and over and over. Then, focus on something else. Focus on something good your husband does. Don't create your own self-fulfilling prophecy. Well, if paranoia was a sport, you'd definitely be winning gold. But how about we switch to trust as the new game plan? Let's keep it going. Reply 3. A few months after we married, my wife asked to go through all my photos, and I said yes. She highlighted those with me and a female friend who she knew, and insisted we were sleeping together. I was aware my wife's previous husband had been unfaithful. I was faithful. All my friends, and this woman were clear that nothing like that had ever happened. My friend stepped out of my life to make things less sensitive, which was easy since she lived on the other side of the continent. Amazingly, my wife continued to accuse me of having an active affair with this woman. No amount of reality could sway her when she got an idea in her head. Divorce followed, and I never did see that friend again. Intuition can be a delusion. If you know it's not true, then speak and act as if it is not true, and seek professional help. Otherwise, the lack of trust will destroy what's left of your marriage. Reply 4. Trust your instincts. I had a long-term boyfriend swear he wasn't cheating, and we finally broke up because it was driving me crazy and I felt I couldn't trust him. He totally gaslighted me. I found out 4 months later that he was on several dating websites and had gone on a date with a woman that I knew from a professional organization that he didn't realize I knew. She told me when they started talking, how often they spoke and the approximate dates they went out. Nothing ever happened between them, but she said she didn't feel he was her type the whole time they spoke and dated. was when he and I were together and I was going crazy thinking he was cheating and he was denying it. So maybe he wasn't cheating, but maybe just trying. Either way, trust your instincts. Get away from someone you can't trust. Reply 5. If you know he's not cheating, then what is causing that feeling? Is it a change in husbandly duties at home, how he treats you, the kids, if there are any, etc.? If not, then are you self-sabotaging and looking for it to be true? Let's say he is cheating, but he's still a great husband to you and father to your kids. Would divorce really put you in a better situation? Or even still, if you divorce knowing he wasn't stepping out and it turns out that he never was, are you going to then want him back? Ultimately, I'd say without actual proof and no true better alternative, as well as knowing he's not counseling for yourself, then as a couple is necessary. Unless you really just want to be divorced and are looking for an excuse. Reply 6. If you are making up a fictional world in your head where your husband has a mistress, you need to get some help. Just because you've made up this little world in your head doesn't mean that he has one and you yourself said he doesn't. So, why are you sabotaging your marriage? Someone answered you by telling you to go with your gut feeling and get a divorce, all because for them, their gut feeling was right. I say you get a divorce because I don't think you are mentally or emotionally mature enough to be in a relationship of any kind, let alone a marriage. It's not fair to your husband that just because you're paranoid from past relationships or whatever, that you are always questioning his faithfulness. How would you feel if he did this to you? Get a therapist, a couples therapist as well if he wants to try with you, and get yourself right. Your insecurities are going to make your life very lonely if you don't work on them. My honest advice is to take a step back and really evaluate why you're feeling this way. Are there past events, either in this relationship or others, that are contributing to these fears? Are there unresolved issues or a lack of open communication with your husband that could be fueling these feelings? Reply 7. I have been through this as well. It was more than a gut instinct. I just somehow knew she had side activities going on when I was at work. I was right. Turns out I was one of many during our whole 7 years of only one of us, me, being committed and faithful. Thankfully, we weren't married. As another answer suggests, I repeat the same advice. Trust your instincts unless you can prove them wrong without a doubt. If he has time to do things without you present, start being present with him at those times. If he declines having your company at those times, and it's not at all reasonable that you can't be there with him to combat your hopefully false thoughts of what he's doing, that unfortunately probably means your thoughts are correct. We should always give benefit when there's room to give benefit. If he's not cheating, he shouldn't have any issue at all with proving it by letting you accompany him to see what he's doing. The only place that's reasonable for him to decline you being there with him is when he's at work. He should want you with him, at his side, all the time. Reply 8. Went through same thing. Go with your gut instincts. My husband swore and swore on kids' graves. He wasn't, but my gut feeling was he was. And sure enough, he walked out and moved in with her. Had been going on years and years. Lied about everything. Go with your gut. It doesn't lie, it's telling you something. Reply 9. I'm crazy, so I say go through his phone. In fact, my gut was telling me for months something was off, so one day I had the idea to go through his Google account data and privacy, then to his activity. This shows all the apps they download, the websites they use, search history, everything. Even if they deleted their history, it pops up. His first Google account looked clean, but he had 2 others. The next one I checked, wow. He was on Snapchat, Badoo, another dating app, sex video sites, OnlyFans, Twitter, Quora. I had no idea Twitter even had corn. He had texting apps, TikTok, secret accounts. I was in shock. For months I felt it, then I checked dates. It went back several months. On his days off there is no activity, holidays, birthdays, no activity. So I'm like, that's weird. When I confronted him, I found out it was on his work computer. He was doing this at work. He would tell me he was too busy to text or talk, but apparently it was just to me, lol. My advice is to move in silence. I didn't, and I almost died. He literally tried to kill me. I suspect mine was a narcissist. They are dangerous if you find out. The why doesn't matter, just go. They don't change, they just hide it better. Reply 10. There's such a thing as being insecure and feeling a gut instinct or having some strange intuition. Many partners of cheats feel it, while others just fear it. A lot depends on how your partner acts that makes you feel that way. You'd have to go into more detail as to why you feel that your partner will cheat on you to get a real informed answer. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you turn on the notification bell so that you get alerts on the next question. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time. Bye-bye.